What's up, YouTube? It's Brendel, aka the Movie Man. It's going to be the very first of my three-part series that covers the MCU phases. So this covers the very first phase of Marvel, which is Iron Man 1, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, the First Avenger, and the Avengers. How this video is going to break down is I'm going to give a little review over each movie, what I think of it, and at the end I'm going to rate them all in order from 1 to 6. Iron Man 1, very first Marvel movie, set the groundwork, it set the pavement, okay? Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. He is Tony Stark. No one else can play that role. I think everyone's already Team Iron Man as it is. I'm not really an Iron Man guy. I like him. I respect the role. It's a great movie. First 2/3 of the movie, fantastic. That last little bit, it's a little out there. It's not my favorite, but Iron Man 1's definitely one of the best MCU movies, and you can expect it at the top of this list for the rankings. Hulk, okay. The Incredible Hulk, I've never been a huge fan. When I started my rewatch, I watched it again, I did give it a lot of bad credit the first time. It's alright, it's not the best, it's hard to follow up on Iron Man, it's really hard to do that, but I think The Incredible Hulk did a pretty good job. It's not one of the best movies, but it's still rewatchable. Iron Man 2 follows up on Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Tony Stark. This movie gets a lot of bad credit. I mean, it does. As a sequel to Iron Man 1, I would say it's definitely one of the weaker movies in that trilogy. I still like the movie. I think it's pretty above average. It's definitely on the lower tier of Marvel movies for me, but it's got a lot of cool scenes in it, especially when War Machine and Tony start fighting off all the drones at the end. Thor, the very first one, kind of sucks. It's not the best one. It's really weird. Thor's talking like Shakespeare the whole time. It's cool to see him. It's the more cosmic. It's the very first cosmic type movie in the MCU, and you gotta give it its dues for that. But I'd say this is the worst one of the Phase 1 movies and the worst one of the Thor trilogy. America, the First Avenger. I'm gonna be honest. This one's the worst of the trilogy. I'd still say it's in the middle ground for Phase 1 MCU movies, but it's not there. All right. The very first half of the movie, when Steve is going through training, he's becoming the little guy, and he goes up to the top. He's got that captain rank. He's going in. He's saving all the guys in World War II. It's good. Last half against Red Skull, it's all right. It sets up the rest of the Avengers movies because it introduces the Space Stone, which is the Tesseract if you haven't seen them. But I think it's middle ground. In Marvel Phase 1, The Avengers. I'd say it's everyone's favorite Avengers movie up until Infinity War came out, at least for me. You got the big six, okay? You got Tony, you got Steve, you got Thor, you got Bruce, you got Natasha, and you got Clint, all right? They're the big six. You can't beat that, really, unless you're Thanos. Guys, and lastly, the rankings. I'd say number 1, Iron Man. Number 2, The Avengers. Number 3, Captain America, the First Avenger. Number 4, Iron Man 2. Number 5, The Incredible Hulk. And number 6, Thor. Thanks for watching. Again, this is the very first of my 3-part series. In the future, when I make Phase 2 and Phase 3 videos, I'm going to link those in the description. But please drop a like, give me a subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at TheMovieMan72. Have a good day.